Starting out in a wheelchair, I worked hard until I was able to run. Going from not being able to pull myself onto the bed to doing chin-ups was a sign of my improvement. Going from sitting all day to doing 100 push-ups regularly served to show that I was reaching the end of the tunnel. Even though the road ahead seemed long and sometimes boring, my previous progress gave me courage to keep going. What would this week bring? I started this week realizing that since I would only be going to physical therapy once a week now, I needed some extra exercises to do at home because I knew that was the only way for me to keep improving. To this end, I looked up a few exercise videos, planning to do one of them on Friday in place of the physical therapy that I would miss. On Sunday though, I did the push-ups and made it through them relatively easily. The day after, I held the plank for around 1 minute and 30 seconds. At physical therapy this week, I started with the chin-ups, of which I did 7. I immediately moved on to the walking exercises, which are also called dynamic warm-ups. After I did those, I did feel much more warmed up and moved on to the leg press machine. When that went smoothly, I moved on to the treadmill, but for some reason I couldn't run at this time, so I just walked for the 10 minutes. After that, although I was disappointed that I couldn't run, I didn't think that I had regressed at all. In fact, my body felt altogether like I had still been improving. Next, I did the tabletop stretches, with a new one added to stretch the lower part of my back. This was where I would lie face down, then raise as high as I could onto my elbows or even hands without lifting my hips off of the table. After this was done, I went to the parallel bars and stood on the edge and lowered my one hip till my foot touched the ground, then raised it as high as I could. I repeated this for a while and did it on both sides. After that, I balanced on one leg and then the other for as long as I could. This went quite well, although I was worse at this on the left leg than the right. Then I took this balancing thing a step further by moving my leg in a set pattern between cones while standing on the other leg. Once again, I did this on both legs in turn. By this time, the hour of physical therapy was over, and the only thing to do now was a last set of chin-ups. I did 13 of them at this time, which brought my total to 20, which was a new record. This made me excited, but I also wanted to do negative chin-ups as well. I was only able to do 6 of those at this time, but I was still quite happy as I left that place. The next day, I had a vigorous walk in the morning. And then later that day, I held a plank for 2 minutes. This was a vast improvement over the last time I tried to hold a plank of only 1 minute and 40 seconds. The next day, I did some of the stretching I had done at physical therapy and also did the push-ups, as had become usual for me. Friday, which would have been a day for physical therapy, I instead took a long and physically demanding walk. When I came back, I was far too tired to do any other exercises for the rest of the day. So, all my plans to do an elaborate workout were squashed immediately. So I ended this week trying to come up with a better plan for exercise for the next week of my journey from arthritic to athletic. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, share it so others can enjoy this series. Talk to y'all later. Bye.